can't keep up with my house. It took me forever to post this, but I need help. I feel like I can't keep up cleaning my house and it's filthy. Working full-time, school full-time, internship, and the little time I do get I want to sleep. I am so disappointed in myself, and I know the mess is contributing to my anxiety. Set a 5-minute timer every day at a convenient time and get done as much as you can in that time frame. The more you do this, the easier it will be. Make sure your standards are realistic. I love a clean home, but I also need to live my life. This isn't an ideal solution for everyone, but if you have the extra income to hire someone to come by and clean up every so often, it's well worth the peace of mind it brings. Even once a month can be a game changer. You might like the book How to Keep House While Drowning. The author has a lot of useful tips for managing stuff like this. A little dose of minimalism will save you time. Stuff that you won't get to this year needs to be boxed up, labeled well, and stuffed in a closet until you have more time for it. Not wasting time seeing all that will be a break for your mind. Also, there will be less things on the rug when you want to vacuum it, less on the counters and other horizontal surfaces, so they are simpler to clean too. Focus on one room at a time. Even having one clean room will make you feel better. Never walk between rooms without carrying something that belongs in the destination room. Once the first room is clean, pick another one to focus on. Ask friends and relatives for help. Forgive yourself for being a human being with limits and working FT while in school. FT and an internship is amazing. Buy a pack of paper plates. The next holiday, set aside a few hours for just cleaning. It's horrendous, and the modern world makes us do so much for what seems like so little time. We're here for you. My advice is this: don't tidy. Just pick one thing up whenever you can and put it back away clean. I started cleaning for company for the first time in, well, 3 years, and now that I see everything that needs to be done, it's quite overwhelming. I have to remind myself to just do one thing at a time. I find the 5 things method helpful. There are only 5 things in this room: trash, dishes, laundry, things that have a place, and things that don't have a place. Start with gathering all the trash and throwing it out. Then gather all the dishes. See? You've made progress. Good luck. You sound quite overwhelmed and might actually need a day off to rest and recharge. I suffer from this too time to time. I sometimes go weeks without cleaning my place. Sometimes, it helps if you can allot 5 minutes daily to clean. It does not sound much, but this technique is surprisingly effective. Sometimes, when my house gets really bad, I will put away 5 things each time I walk into a room. If you're moving about from room to room a lot, then it may be more work than necessary, so maybe choose a room for the day and focus on the 5 things in just the one room every time you walk through it. It especially helps me with the dishes. I thought of this because my mom does daycare, and when playtime is over, she asks each kid to pick up 5 things, so it ends up going pretty quick. I know the feeling. I also used the timer trick work to charm. I also did one room per day just to make it manageable. One room, 15 minutes, done for the day. As I got gradually better, I started to generally make sure I wasn't leaving anything behind outside of my cleaning times. I saw on TikTok a trick called "Don't put it down, put it away." This was also a lifesaver. One of the best decisions I made was to hire a monthly cleaning service. If you have a bit of extra money for it, it's worth the peace of mind. I had this same problem. I took a room in my house and just turned it into a junk room. I took everything out of every room and threw it into a room I wasn't using. Every now and then I go into that room and attempt to clean it a little. It's been like 2 months of slow, barely noticeable progress, but the rest of the house is spotless and easier to keep clean. And I can keep the door shut in my junk room to pretend I have a clean house and keep the anxiety at bay. Invest in a house cleaner. Once every 2 weeks. Spend $50 US, $75. Cheaper than therapy for anxiety. I can feel overwhelmed by the totality of tasks to be done. I was able to develop a daily list so everything gets cleaned over time, and I have a short list for focus in the morning and the evening. I used the FlyLady website to start lists that work for me. Pick one small area, for example a shelf or the sink, smaller the better. Clean that. Then repeat. Often cleaning seems overwhelming, even something like cleaning a whole closet can seem insurmountable. But by contrast, pretty much everyone can face cleaning one shelf of the closet. My suggestion is empty hands. It's a key phrase I say to my family members too. I live in a bungalow and no one is supposed to go up or down with empty hands. I stack things that belong in other spaces near the stairs. If you live on one floor, it could be baskets to be taken other rooms. Basically, I like to leave one space cleaner than I found it and omit stuff as I go. If you haven't used it or worn it for 1 year, it goes to the donate bin or the dumpster. Work on one room at a time. Work to get just one space ordered. Start with your bedroom or kitchen, even if the rest goes to crap. Start with just a corner and work your way out, and then keep it under control. What in God's name do you have to be disappointed in yourself about? You're working full-time, school full-time, doing an internship. How in God's name do you expect to have the time and energy to be cleaning a house? Don't be so hard on yourself. You're firing on all cylinders. If you can afford it, could you get someone in to clean for you once a week? I go with the one small improvement per day method. Pick one low-effort task or area to be cleaned and make it a goal to accomplish that day. Get a smaller house. Downsize. Live a minimalist life. Get rid of stuff. Can't clean clutter. You are not doing anything wrong. You truly do not have time to clean. One person with that much other work obligations cannot do more than temporary tidying. If at all possible, hire a cleaning service. In your situation, it's a reality, not a luxury. Cleaning tips and tricks can only help by about 10:30. A team of 2 people with experience and equipment will come in and clean. They may have to come once a week for about 3 times. Then spread it out to once every 2, 3, 4 weeks. It's expensive, but worth it for your sleep. Honestly, I tried to focus on one corner at a time, then move to the next and so on. That seems to help me. When I was finishing school at night, working full-time, and a single parent, I had a cleaning service come every 2 weeks just to clean the bathrooms and do some light dusting and sweeping. I kept the place picked up the rest of the time. I only had them for about a year while I finished my degree, but it was a lifesaver. What works best for me is having the kitchen cleaned. I focus on having that clean because it is a common area. If that's already clean, then it's easier to do other rooms. Try to find the zen in the chore. Just let it wash over you. Set your timer and just focus on the task. Then hit the hay, because full-time job student has got to be rough. It's not just you. Everyone is busy. The key is to do a little every day, and stick with it. Just do something every single day. It doesn't have to be 4 hours, just do anything. I'm a mom and I really hate cleaning. What I do is 1. Keeping only things we use most on the surface counter, table. So it won't collect dust, and even when you don't have time to clean, it still look organized. 2. Use some machines to speed up cleaning robot, dishwasher. 3. Try to put everything in their place right after using. If you are already stressed and tired enough, go to sleep, everything else can wait. Hope this helps, smiley face. I'd say maybe ask for a few days off work to help you out a bit. It's no good stressing and overworking to burn yourself out. Don't underestimate the power of a job badly done. An intentionally bad quick, focusing only on the bare essentials job done regularly on the kitchen beats putting it off for months and finally making it sparkle.